Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review and demo on the new Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm palette. I am a little late on this review. This is my second time filming this video, so please be patient with me. So I'll read the description in the back for you. A Glowgasmic highlight, glow blush, pop blush, and bronze for all over skin and eye gilding. Brush on top of cheekbones, temples, inner corner of the eyes, eyelids, cupid's bow, and decolletage. Wet brush to intensify the glow drama. And then as always, she has the direction on the back. So shade 1 is highlight, shade 2 is multi-glow, shade 3 is pop blush, and shade 4 is bronze. So I got the medium to dark Lovegasm. There is a light version. That one is called Litegasm. That one's for more light to medium skin tones, and then this one is more for medium to deep complexions. But here she is. Very, very pretty. I actually really like the outside packaging on this. I think it looks very cute. It feels not too heavy, but not too light either. It doesn't feel plasticky or anything. On the back, as always, she has directions, which I really appreciate. And when you open it up, it just has this little thingy in it. I've already played with it a little bit, that's why it's a little dirty. And then she has a description for all of these shades. So starting off with the light, that is a soft champagne to highlight and illuminate your features. Glow It is to layer your level of illuminating glow. Pop It is a youthful rosy blush to illuminate your skin. Bronze It is a neutral cocoa to tone, sculpt and define contours. What makes it magic? A magical joy filter that makes your face happy. Lustrous pearl pigments give your skin a lit from within glow and a dreamy rainbow effect finish. Brightening Glow Gel provides a glowing translucency that stretches over the skin and plays with the light. Smoothing Polymers gives a gorgeous soft focus finish. So those are just a couple of like the cool ingredients that come into this. The texture of these are a little different. They're not super pigmented right off the bat. You can use these wet or dry. Here are my very sad swatches. I personally prefer using them wet, especially these shades right here. It just gives it a lot more of a luminosity and pigment. And I'll show you some swatches on my fingers. I'm just gonna spritz my hands or my fingers with a little bit of Fix Plus, my last swatch. So yeah, here's the highlight, the two pinkier shades, and then the bronzer didn't swatch too well wet, but I don't mind because I don't really like using bronzer wet. If you're interested in seeing how I created this very soft dewy look with the new Lovegasm palette, then go ahead and just keep watching. Now I'm just going to go in with primer. For primer today, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to be using the Brightening Youth Glow. This one has more brightening purposes. It still evens out the texture in the skin, and it helps the foundation stay on longer. Has vitamin B3 and chlorella, which is really nice to counteract any redness or discoloration in the skin. I find that this one helps a little bit better with oil control too, which is nice. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Light Wonder in shade 8 medium. I'm just buffing that in with the Real Techniques brush. Just to conceal, I'm going to be using the MAC Pearl Longwear Concealer in NC35. And just to set my concealer, I'm going to be going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Genius Magic Powder in shade 2 medium. This has a little bit of a radiance to it, which is why I chose to use it for this makeup. It's nice and brightening too. And then also I'm just gonna set my face really quickly with that same powder. Just taking this powder and sculpt brush. So this is the new Glowgasm palette by Charlotte Tilbury. I have the shade Lovegasm, and here she is. She is beautiful. So I've played around with it a little bit, and I do prefer using these guys wet. The bronzer I usually just use it dry, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to use the brushes that I regularly use. So for the bronzer, I'm going to be doing the Real Techniques sculpting brush, and I'm just dipping into the bronze shade. So what I've noticed about this formula is that it's meant to be very buildable. So right off the bat, you're not gonna get like a huge amount of pigmentation, but this is how she formulated it on purpose to make it nice and buildable, which I actually really like, because I don't like it when, sometimes I don't like it with stuff are super pigmented, because then it's just easier to mess up. So personally really love this bronzer shade. The formula on it's really nice. I like how it's matte. With her regular Bronze and Glow, especially with the medium to dark one, I find that there's a lot more shimmer in it. Love the medium to dark Bronze and Glow shade, but it's just very shimmery, and I don't always want that look for bronzer. I usually prefer my bronzers more matted. I'm just taking a more fluffy brush. I'm just gonna bronze up my nose. Just taking that same loose powder I used earlier, and I'm just gonna carve out the contour. Next, I'm gonna dip into the blush shades. I actually really like mixing these two, and I am gonna spritz my Morphe M448 brush with a little bit of Fix Plus, and I'm just gonna dip into those two shades, kind of just mixing them together. You can just really see how pigmented that is by itself, and it has a really pretty sheen. This Morphe M451 brush, and I'm spritzing that with Fix Plus as well, and I'm going to be dipping into the highlight shade, which is this really pretty golden champagne. I really like this highlight. Any highlight with a golden undertone I feel looks beautiful on medium to tan skin. I really love this highlight. So now I'm just going to use the palette on my eyes. So I'm starting off with the bronzer, and I'm taking my NYX blending brush, and I'm just popping that onto my crease. Just very lightly blending it. I'm not going to do any crazy eyeshadow. I just want to add a little bit of dimension. Then I'm taking these two shades, mixing them, just diffusing that onto my lid. Mixing these three shades, just adding that to my lower lash line, and then I'm going to spritz this Morphe M321 brush, a little bit of Fix Plus, and I'm going into the highlight shade and popping that on my inner corners. I'm just gonna curl my lashes and add a little bit of mascara. Taking my Legendary Lash favorite mascara, and I'm just doing a quick little coat on my lashes. I'm going to be adding some lashes, and today I'm going to be using the House of Lashes Iconic Lights. I am in love with these eyelashes. It's not really what I'm used to. I'm used to wearing like demi wispies, but I actually really like these. And I'm just gonna pop them on really quick, and I'll be right back. They're on. I actually kind of struggled applying these lashes. Like, honestly, to be honest, this is my second time filming this video, because the first one my eyelashes looked really janky. I tried to line the top a little bit with some liner, and I feel like that kind of helped, but we're just gonna work on to lips. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a brighter lip today. I don't know, I'm just feeling very summer, very bright lips with super glowy skin. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm taking the lip liner, or the lip cheat I mean, in Kiss and Tell. And for lipstick, I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Latex Love Lips. This is one of the newer ones. This is what launched with the Icons palette. I just got my hands on this, and this is the shade Studio 64. I like how pigmented this formula is, and it actually lasts all day. Smell, I think, is what people are complaining about. It smells like paint almost. But really, like, once it sets in, like, I don't even smell it anymore, and it doesn't really bother me. But I don't know how I feel about these. Like, I like them, but I'm not like crazy about them. But if you're looking for a pigmented, long-lasting lip gloss, then I would check these out. To lock everything in place, I'm going to be taking the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. That's pretty much my final thoughts on the Glowgasm palette in Lovegasm. I personally really love the formula and texture on this palette. I like how versatile it is. You can use it wet or dry. You can use it for your face. You can use it for your eyes. And I just love how compact and sleek it is. I know for sure this is going to be a palette I'm taking with me whenever I travel or I sleep over somewhere. It has everything that I need pretty much in here. My bronzer, my blush, my highlight, and my shadow, which I really like. I like how it has a mirror, and it's just very compact, and the formula is really nice. I love the bronzer and the highlight the most, I would say. If you are looking into finding something nice and compact, or you just love collecting makeup, if you overall just love Charlotte Tilbury and love collecting her makeup and are looking for something nice and compact for travel, I would definitely recommend this. I don't really have any cons. I would say the only con that I have is like the imprints on these guys. I'm not a huge fan of. I like the regular Charlotte Tilbury stamp, but the Glow Lovegasm thing I'm not a huge fan of. I think it looks kind of tacky. It goes away once, like, the more I use it, which I don't mind, but I'd say that's probably the only thing that I don't love about this palette. It's very easy to use, as always. She lists the directions on the back. That pretty much sums up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.